Good morning, welcome to Monday, welcome to another weekly vlog. Seems only a tiny time since I finished off on Friday. How was everybody's weekend? Mine was, if it comes across that I'm feeling, if I'm coming across a bit forced this morning, not going to lie, I'm not really feeling today. The struggle is real today, don't really know why, but usually Monday's my favourite day of the week and I'm up and raring to go, but just not very much this morning, so bear with if I don't come across as my normal enthusiastic self. Weekend was lovely, really good. Went out with friends for drinks on Friday night, then went and got a kebab and came home and ate said kebab, and then Ashley and I stayed up quite late drinking and chatting and watching a bit of television later than I normally do. Didn't feel at my very best on Saturday, but not too bad. And then we had an old friend, one of our oldest friends in terms of the length of time we've known him, come to stay on Saturday night. He and his wife at the time were witnesses at our wedding. I've told the story about our wedding before. We got married twice because the main wedding wasn't actually a legal marriage ceremony. And our other wedding that we had, the actual legal ceremony, we just had two guests who were witnesses, and it was Simon, our friend, and his wife Jane at the time. So yeah, it was lovely to see Simon. We don't get to see him too often. He's had struggles throughout his life, really. He and Jane divorced long time ago now, and then he met and subsequently married Heather, who was lovely, and Heather got multiple sclerosis and died of that about 3 years ago. And Simon's a little bit lost really since Heather died, understandably. It's yeah, tough old life. He's been dealt some shitty old cards really, Simon, but it was lovely to see him and catch up. And Ashley cooked a nice meal Saturday night, and then we went out for a big walk yesterday morning, and then came home and had a fry up for breakfast. And yeah, really nice to see him. But it was a sort of busier weekend than I was anticipating, because I didn't know he was coming until Saturday, because Ashley forgot to tell me. Ashley knew but forgot to tell me. But anyway, it was all good. But this morning I've woken up feeling, I don't know, just not at my most tip-top. So I'm off to the parcel shop to deliver my parcels. No post office this morning, that's good. And then I'm off to Tesco to get a couple of bits for dinner for tonight and tomorrow night. Let's talk about last week's goals, shall we? One of them, I had two goals. One was to do my pelvic floor exercises. I wasn't brilliant at that. I kept forgetting. I used to do them in the car. I think I mentioned last week, every time I went past a red traffic light or came to a red traffic light, I'm going to put a little sticker on my steering wheel with a message reminding me to do them. I think that will help. So yeah, although I did do them last week, I wasn't brilliant at remembering to do it every day, and I probably need to do it every day. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The other goal was to transfer all my photos of my old Mac onto my new hard drive. I've got a portable hard drive. I did that. Still need to restore the Mac to factory settings before I can sell it, but I started doing that yesterday, and it was a bit techie for me, because when you wipe it, you wipe up off the operating system, and I'm not sure that I can reinstall that. So I'm going to get Ashley's tech guy to do that so I can sell it. Now I need to put the photos from my other computer onto the hard drive, so that will be one of the goals for this week. Haven't quite decided on the others yet, so I'm going to come back to you in due course with those. Well, I thought I'd better pick up the camera again, as it's getting on for 5:30, and I don't think I've spoken to you since first thing this morning. I'm not going to lie, I haven't felt like vlogging today at all. I'm in a weird mood. Don't know if it's related to eBay sales being a bit rubbish, or just general sort of malaise, I don't know, but I'm just not feeling it today. Anyway, I'm just starting dinner, making like a Mexican pork chili one pot thing with the rice in it. And I just thought I'd mention this to you, which I don't know if you, I might be late to the party on this, but I've been buying these because they're 50p in Tesco's, and they're I've been trying to drink more water and struggling a little bit with it through these winter months. And this is watermelon flavour. I've drunk these over the years, the lemon and lime flavour I quite like, but I've never seen watermelon before. It's the first time I've bought it and I really, really like it. It's, yeah, it's very refreshing. I drink it with lots of ice and I sometimes mix it half with tap water and half that, just so it's got a tiny bit of flavour. But yeah, enjoying that. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down and I'll see you tomorrow when hopefully I'll be in a better mood because I'm off to Exeter for the day tomorrow. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I'm feeling so much more myself this morning. I don't know what was up with me yesterday, but nothing that a hot bath, quiet evening on the sofa and a good night's sleep, well, an okay night's sleep, couldn't cure. Feeling much more buoyant and happy this morning. I am off to Exeter. I'm meeting Kirsten at 12 o'clock and we're going to have lunch and have a quick mooch around the shops, I should think. And as it's now 9:45 and I thought I would, what am I trying to say? I thought I'd go through, there's a couple of charity shops in the centre of Exeter that are not brilliant, but I thought they might be worth a little visit while I, as I'm ready early type of thing. That's what I'm trying to say this morning. Sun's shining, it's cold, although apparently it's going to be 18 degrees on Friday, which is second highest temperature ever recorded in February or some such. It's global warming for you, I suppose, isn't it? Got a couple of things I want to buy in Exeter. There's the Body Shop Drops of Youth range, which I really like. I use their serum, the Drops of Youth. It's not called serum, liquid I think it's called. I've used that on and off for a long time and I really like it. Really good ingredients. And also the Bouncy Sleeping Mask, which is basically a night cream, but it's got a sort of jelly-like texture, blancmange-like texture almost, I would say. Is a nice product as well, but they've just brought out a sheet mask, which I really do fancy trying. Haven't been able to, my skin is really dry at the moment, and I haven't been able to use a sheet mask on it because of my eyebrows. There's still the last bits of scab are coming off. I have just run a dry mascara wand through them because they were so scabby and horrible and I didn't want to go out with them like that today, but mostly the scabs are off, but they're all sort of caught in the eyebrow hairs. Probably too much information this, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, they're almost there, but once the scabs have completely gone I can use a sheet mask, because you're not meant to get moisture on your eyebrows. It's probably what I'm saying very badly. Yeah, you're not meant to get any sort of moisture on your eyebrows while you have the scabs still in place. Anyway, I shall attempt to remember to get the camera out whilst I'm in Exeter, and see you later. In Marks and Spencer's looking at shoes, and I've taken a shine to these in the grey suede. They are 45 quid though, which we think is quite expensive.
Those.
Do you like those?
Well, I thought you like yellow. I don't like them.
Oh, the heel's a bit squitty, isn't it? I can be doing with that.
It's kitten.
Would you like your face in rather than just your hands? Yeah, I do like these. I quite like these as well. But in Marks and Spencer's looking at shoes, and I've taken a shine to these in the grey suede. They are 45 quid though, which we think is quite expensive.
Those.
Do you like those?
Well, I thought you like yellow. I don't like them.
Oh, the heel's a bit squitty, isn't it? I can be doing with that.
It's kitten.
Would you like your face in rather than just your hands? Yeah, I do like these. I quite like these as well. But I remembered to pick up my camera. I'm having lunch with Kirsten. Kirsten is having a falafel burger or some such. Looks very vegan. And sweet potato fries. Kirsten isn't a vegan, are you? No.
Not even a vegetarian.
Actually, I'm having a Thai veggie burger with stuff, and I've got a cocktail which is a blood orange mojito, and you've got some Moscow Mule or something.
Bloody Mule.
Bloody Mule. Cocktails are lovely here. And just like that, I'm back. Thought I had my sunglasses on the top of my head. I was about to take them off, but I've already done it, obviously. I had such a lovely day with Kirsten, really, really enjoyed it. We shopped and we chatted and we had lunch and had coffee, and it was just such a nice day. I really needed a good day out and I enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, I've come back to a delivery, and I just want to show you. I've talked before about how much, sorry, I'm waggling my finger around. I've talked before about how much I like Little's coffee, the flavoured coffee, which has no sugar in it, it's just flavoured instant coffee. And I placed a new order with them on Friday for 6 jars of coffee. I always order it from the website because it's better value than buying it from the supermarket. And then on Sunday, I opened a new jar of the coffee, which I had in the cupboard still, not from my new delivery. And it had really weird white, almost like cobwebby stuff in it, like there was mould or fungus growing in it. And it was sealed. I unsealed the foil thing and it was just like that, and it was weird. Anyway, I thought, oh, it's obviously just a one-off, and I opened the only other jar I had in the cupboard, and it was exactly the same. Anyway, I went onto their website to email them about it and send them photos, and there was no option on the website for uploading a photograph, so I messaged them through their Facebook page, private messaged them, and literally this was Sunday morning at 10:30. They got back to me within less than 5 minutes. It transpired that the white stuff has happened before, and it was something to do with the caffeine crystallizing, and if you shake the jar up and down, the stuff disappears. And it did. It obviously wasn't that nice though. Anyway, I got into a little conversation with them on the messenger, and they were really helpful and really pleasant. I told them I just ordered more, and this morning the order arrived. I'm just going to switch you round. This is what I ordered, and also none of this is sponsored or ad or anything. I ordered it with my own money. I'm not sponsored by them. And these are all the flavours that I chose. I've tried all these flavours before. I really, really like them all. And they sent me love hearts with it, little sweeties, which is really nice. Also, massive shout out because they've gone plastic free. They used to have plastic lids and they're now using metal lids. So yay for that. Plastic free gets a big thumbs up from me. I also got a voucher for a free tub of this Oppo stuff, which I think is some sort of healthy ice cream, I think, but don't quote me on that. But I will get that from Sainsbury's and let you know. And bless them, they sent me a free, I presume because of my complaint, or not complaint, my message on the website, three free jars. The French vanilla and the island coconut were the two that had the weird white stuff in. And the Havana rum is just an extra one that I've never tried before, so I'm looking forward to trying that one. But yeah, amazing customer service in terms of speed of getting back to me. Sorry about the light, that's weird, isn't it? It's very blue. Yeah, amazing customer service. Massive shout out to Little's Coffee, and a big thank you as well. I will probably send them a link to this video or something, and then if they do want to sponsor me to talk about their coffee some more, I will do. Okay, what else was I going to tell you? I've done some shopping, which I'll show you a little bit later. And in the meantime, I'm going to get on with my nice day by not doing any work at all. I might just go and check through my emails, then have a tidy up and get myself sorted out, and might watch some telly, I think. Oh, you're a little bit low there, aren't you? We always have this problem here, don't we? I haven't got anything else to put you on. Let's grab this and put you there. There we are, that's better. I've been examining my eyebrows to see if I can do a sheet mask yet tonight, but there's still a few scabby bits hanging on, which is a shame because I really would quite like to do a sheet mask. Did I turn off the lights on there? Yes. Turn off. Just going to show, I only bought a couple of bits at the Body Shop, but I got this one, which I talked about earlier, which is the Drops of Youth Concentrate Sheet Mask, which was £5, which is expensive for a sheet mask. But as I said, I do like this range, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go. Instant hydration. After 15 minutes, skin looks fresher, bouncier and healthier. So I think maybe tomorrow night. Ashley's out tomorrow night, so I'm quite looking forward to a night in. So I might have a pampering night and a film or something like that, if my scabs have gone. Then I got this banana shampoo. I've been wanting to try the banana hair range for ages, and it was buy one get one half price on all hair and body stuff, so I decided to treat myself to this. It smells absolutely gorgeous. It smells like banana milkshake. do like the smell of bananas, so looking forward to giving that a go. That one's for normal to dry hair. I've heard lots of good things about the banana range. They do a mask as well, which I probably would have bought up to about a year ago. However, my hair is if I put anything mask-like or extra moisturising on it, I find it really weighs my hair down. I can't do anything with it, so I'm quite wary of sort of highly hydrating conditioning treatments on it. Probably be alright if I just did the ends, but anyway. And finally I bought for my buy one get one half price this ginger shampoo, which is for Ashley. It was a little present. This smells absolutely gorgeous. Oh, just delightful. Really gingery, and this is anti-dandruff. I noticed when we were at the pub the other night, Ashley had quite a sprinkling of dandruff on his suit jacket shoulders. That's possibly too much information, but yeah, so I thought I'd get him that. He's rather pleased with it. I've just given it to him to smell, and he thought it was lovely. He said it's very unusual that I have any nice shampoo. I usually get the 99p one from Home Bargains, which is true. I also got some new boots. I've been looking for new black ankle boots for ages. I wanted some leather ones to replace my current Clarks ones, which are literally disintegrating as we speak. And of course, the middle of February, towards the end of February, is not good to buy boots, is it? I dragged Kirsten around a lot of shoe shops. If you're watching, Kirsten, I'm sorry. And I couldn't find any leather ones that I liked, but I got these in the New Look sale. Almost exactly what I wanted, but just not leather. And they were £15, reduced from £27.99. And I'm quite pleased that I quite like the pointy toe, and the heel's a little chunkier than I would have liked. But at least I got something to wear in the meantime while I continue to look for a leather pair. And I also picked myself up a jumper, which I'll probably wear tomorrow, so I'll show it to you then, because I need to go and cook the dinner now. So, well, a very good afternoon on Wednesday. It's 4 o'clock. In fact, it's gone 4 o'clock. I think it's about 10 past 4. I haven't done any vlogging all day because I've had the builder here today. He's been finishing off up in the hallway, and I just don't like picking up the camera when he's here. I know I've said this before, so I'm probably repeating myself. Anyway, it has been a good, productive day. Got lots of listing done. I've even listed some of the craft stuff that has been hanging over my head for ages. It's been a good sales day as well. I had a mad hour between about hour and a half between about 8:30 and 10 this morning, I think, or 10:30. I think I sold about 150 quid's worth of stuff, which was lovely because it's been quite quiet other than that this week. Monday I thought it was going to be a zero sales day, but it turned out not to be. I could be repeating myself. When I do this weekly vlogging, I can't remember what I've told you the day before. Anyway, I do know... What is that noise? That I told you I was going to show you my new jumper, which is lovely. I'm so pleased with it. It's got pearls on it, all different colour pearls. It's a big grey sort of slouchy jumper that comes out like that with the tighter sleeves. It's by Blue Vanilla, which is the same company that my black one with the silver heart is made by. I really like their tops. I got this one in Debenhams. But yeah, I thought the sort of multicoloured pearls were just lovely. So I'm very pleased with that. They also had it in other colours as well. If I can find it, I will link it below. There was like a really nice navy blue, but I avoided that just for the reason that I wanted to wear. It's quite a thin jumper, and I thought it'd be nice into spring, and navy blue's a bit dark. Quite fancy lighter, brighter colours now. It's moving towards that time of year. Having said that, it's been bloody cold today. I don't know if it's just because I've been sitting still at my desk a lot that it's just felt a bit chilly, but I don't know. Anyway, exciting news for today. I've just finished work. Not that exciting. Let me just be clear before we all get excited. Is that Ashley is out tonight. Ashley's very rarely out, but this evening he is out. He is taking his mother to see the Hairy Bikers in the theatre in Torquay. She likes the Hairy Bikers. They are TV cooks, a couple of motorbiking TV cooks, middle-aged men. For viewers who are not familiar, or may not live in the UK, well, ask why I'm not going. The only reason really that I'm not going is that it was a Christmas present for Ashley's mum, and the tickets are quite expensive, and it's not something I go to the theatre to watch anyway, particularly. B, I don't think it does Ashley harm to do things by himself with his mum. I think that is a nice thing and a good thing. I don't have to be involved in everything. Ashley is certainly not involved in everything I do with my mum. C, theatre tickets are expensive, and when it's something that you're not really fully on board with wanting to go and see, it's not really worth paying 50 odd quid or whatever the tickets are. Which, I mean, it's understandable that theatre tickets are expensive. It can't be cheap to put on productions in theatres, but the price starts racking up with 3 of you, you know. Anyway, yes, those are the reasons I'm not going out, but it means I have an evening to myself in the house. I can watch what I want on the television, which is exciting in itself, to eat what I want for supper as well. I've been to Tesco's and chosen myself something nice to eat. I'll show you later. And I'm just going to have a night, and I'm going to have my face mask and all sorts of lovely things. It's not actually that exciting at all, but I am quite looking forward to it. And this weekend, Will's coming home. I might have told you this already. The trains are all up the spout, though. Unfortunately, they're doing emergency repairs on some tunnel between Taunton and Exeter, which means bus replacement service. Honestly, every time Will comes home, there's something wrong with the trains. So I've said I'll go to Taunton to pick him up. I'm such a good mum. Honestly, I'm so good to him. But I am really looking forward to seeing him for the weekend. Other exciting thing that has happened today, again, not that exciting, and let me get my address up before I show it to you. My Yours clothing parcel has arrived. A couple of people asked me when I said what sort of videos do you want to see at the beginning of the year. Look at this big box. Let me just turn you around now. Yeah, a couple of people asked me for another. I did a Yours clothing haul and try on video last year, and a couple of people asked me for another one, and I thought I would do an order for spring, get a few new bits to refresh my wardrobe, and also we're going on holiday at the end of March. So I could do with some stuff for that. So I've done an order. I'm going to open that up, have a look at it, and then I'm going to film a video which you will see on Wednesday. Oh, people really annoy me. I've got somebody, it's about 6:30, about 25 to 7. And I've got somebody coming round meant to be seeing a piece of the G-Plan furniture. And they were meant to come at 6:15. I wasn't very thrilled about them coming at 6:15. I prefer daytime, really. Oh, I forgot when I made the time with them that Ashley was going to be out this evening. So that sort of made it worse, but they haven't turned up, and I really want to go and put my pyjamas on, and I'm just sort of hanging around waiting. I mean, how long is a reasonable amount of time to wait for someone to turn up before you assume that they're not coming and they haven't had the courtesy to tell you? Or, you know, 20 minutes, half an hour? Not going to give them longer than half an hour, I don't think. And I want to make my dinner as well. It's just that time of day, isn't it, you know? Anyway, I think I'm going to give them to 1:45, and if they're not here by then, I'm going to shut the gates, put my pyjamas on. That's my plan. It's just rude, isn't it? Not to, you know, if you make a time with someone, it's just rude to not turn up. I couldn't do that if I was going to someone's house. If I was going to be more than 5 minutes late, I'd feel a bit anxious about it, you know, but people just seem to think it's okay. Honestly, this is why I hate selling collection-only stuff. It's just such a pain. It really is. Anyway, I want to start my evening, and I'm feeling like I'm just hanging around, being in your own home as well, you know. It's just, horrible feeling. People just are so annoying, aren't they? Anyway, worse things happen at sea, as they say. And it's time for dinner. I've got some Greek salad from Tesco's. It's one of the ready-made ones. Got an avocado because it just needs eating up. And I've got some garlic and herb ready-made chicken scallops from Tesco's as well. And it looks very nice and quite healthy, and I'm looking forward to eating it. Well, oh God, that's a scary look, isn't it? Very shiny and very red. I've just had a really lovely bath, watched a bit of YouTube in the bath, and I'm now going to binge watch a bit of Gavin and Stacey. I've just found that's on BBC iPlayer box set, so I'm going to watch that. I've got myself a glass of watermelon water that I showed you the other day. A little plate. Oh, Reggie's here. Do you want to say hello? What is it? Hello. I've got a little plate of cheese and grapes, and I'm going to try this moisture mask. I was going to try the Body Shop one, but I've had this one sitting around for ages, and I know that this is a really good one in terms of moisturising, so I'm going to slap that on and watch a little bit of Gavin and Stacey on iPlayer box sets. What could be nicer? This evening's candle is Apple Delight, which was from Home Bargains just before Christmas, and it is lovely. It's sort of apple and cinnamony. Reg is very keen to be filmed this evening. I don't know why. I think you're motivated by wanting food, aren't you? Oh, that's Ron coming through the cat flap. Well, hello there. It's Thursday. I've had my hair highlighted this morning. It's about 2 o'clock now, I think. And it actually looks better now. The stylist, my normal stylist, couldn't dry it because I sort of shoehorned myself into a booking that wasn't really a booking, really. So they had the apprentice dry it, which is why it looks so flat and bloody awful. It always looks like this when I come back from the hairdressers. They cannot dry my hair how I like it. Anyway, all that aside, I didn't think the colour was great. I had a little moan about it, but it doesn't actually look too bad in this light. Anyway, yes, I spent most of the morning at the hairdressers, then I went to a couple of charity shops. Went to this charity shop. There's one charity shop that used to be a sort of middle of the road charity shop. Prices were okay. Found a few good things in there. It was laid out quite, you know, just very middle of the road. Not brilliant, not the most high-end charity shop in the world, but not the most bottom end either. But it's weird. It's become, I don't know if they've had new management or something. It's become really scruffy, like a real cheap digging through stuff charity shop, which I don't object to at all. I think that's great. But prices haven't really changed. It's certainly not cheap. And I've got a lot of crap in there. And I didn't find a single thing in there. I didn't root through everything, I must admit. But yeah, I didn't find anything in there today. Then I went to a much more expensive charity shop, which seems that its prices have lowered, a national one. Prices have lowered a bit in that one, and I got a few bits. A very nice jigsaw skirt, like a wool panelled, sort of almost a maxi skirt, really. So yes, I've got quite a lot on my list this afternoon. It looks like I'm not going to have to go to Taunton to pick Will up tomorrow, because he's going to be able to get an earlier train, which means that he'll get home earlier. He'll be home by about 4, even if I don't have to drive to Taunton to pick him up. He can get the replacement bus service because it fits in better with that particular timed train. That's all very boring and you don't want to know that, do you? But that means that my day is a bit more freed up tomorrow, so I haven't got quite so much to do this afternoon. But I do want to get the filming done of that big box of clothes that I showed you yesterday, at least the sort of unboxing part of it, which means I'm going to have to go and do something with my hair, because I'm not going to film a sit-down video with hair like this. And I could do with getting about 10 drafts done, draft listings, I think. And I also want to put, I've had a load of old stock that I've been trying to auction off, and it's gone round and round and round on auction. Some bits are sold, quite a few bits, but there's still quite a lot that need taking off. They finished yesterday, and I'm going to bundle them. So I'm going to go and pull that stuff out as well. And I need to package as well, because tomorrow's a posting day. Good day of sale was yesterday, so I need to get some packaging done. Also, in other good news, I sold I think I've sold, touch wood, the G-Plan dining table and chairs for full price. They're meant to be picking it up on Sunday. I sold it via Gumtree. I only listed it on Gumtree yesterday. I've got 51 watches on it on eBay, but other than the couple that came to see it last weekend who wanted me to store it for a month for them and pay less than full price, yeah, I haven't had any actual interest. So yeah, fingers crossed that that all works out. They're hiring a van on Saturday to come and pick it up, so I'm waiting to hear back from them about a time. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling at you guys and go and get some stuff actually done. So it's about 6:05 and Ashley's just poured me a drink. First alcoholic drink of the week, which isn't bad on Thursday, is it? So I am going to go and drink that in a minute, put some comfy clothes on, just cleaning some makeup brushes here. I asked on Instagram this morning about your assumptions about me. I've been watching quite a few assumptions videos on YouTube, and I think they're really entertaining, so I thought it would be fun to do a little segment about that on this week's vlog, because I haven't I feel like I haven't done an awful lot of content this week. It's just been one of those weeks, but I thought I'd go through them quickly anyway. So Helen Christian 2105 says, I assume you'd be great company on a night out. Thank you very much, Helen. I do like to have a good night out. I like to laugh and I like to have a few drinks, and yes, I would say I think I am quite good fun on a night out. I think so, yes. You'd have to ask my friends, but yeah, I like to think that I would be quite good fun on a night out. Absolutely Anna says, I assume that you're a very confident person and that you say what you think, etc. I mean this in a good way. Yeah, I am more confident as I get older. I've definitely become more confident. I would say I am fairly confident in my own skin now, and yeah, I do tend to say what I think, call a spade, or whatever the expression is. I am that person, I guess. Yes, you're probably right, Anna. Ali McC22 says, I assume you're a very organised person who likes to be in control and doesn't suffer fools gladly. Yeah, I definitely don't suffer fools gladly. I touched on that in my recent irritating habits video. So yes, that's absolutely spot on. Yeah, I am a control freak, complete control freak. I'll admit to that one. And am I organised? I feel like I'd like to be more organised than I am. I am quite organised, but I'm always striving to be a little bit more. So if you saw the state of my office and my desk this evening, you would not think I was organised. The Geordie Grandma says, I assume you love cooking. You make it sound so easy. I do like cooking. I do like cooking. I've refound my love of cooking recently, I think. I didn't always. Sometimes it's a bit of a chore, isn't it? But I've definitely refound my love of cooking more recently. I've got loads and loads of recipe books, and I would like to cook more new recipes, but you do tend to stick to the old things, don't you? Might set myself a goal around cooking new recipes next month. And they are said, I think you are firm but very fair at the same time. Yeah, I think that's pretty spot on as well. I am quite firm, very firm, some might say. I think I was quite strict as a parent, but I do like to think that I'm fair as well. I will admit when I'm wrong, and that sort of thing. So yeah. Dawn6861, hi Dawn, says, I assume you work too hard and find it hard to switch off work mode. Yeah, I've got a lot better at that in the last 18 months. I think when I started working from home full time, it was a real learning curve, and I was working crazy hours. It didn't feel like work at the time, and I still am very, very, very passionate and love my job, but I've got better at switching off. You will very rarely find me in the office after 6 o'clock in the evening now, and quite often not that late, although I am there early in the morning, so I have got better at that. Glamour59 says, I assume you are a very loyal and caring friend. Thank you, that's a really nice thing to say. I like to think that I am a good friend, yes. Yeah, I do. It's difficult to quantify that, isn't it? But I don't have loads of friends, but the friends I have got, I feel like I have a good, close relationship with. So, yeah, I like to think that I am a loyal and caring friend. Reseller Junkie, this is hilarious. This is David, who I know, so take it with a pinch of salt. I assume you are stinking rich, live in a gated community on a lake, a die-hard Tory with no time for left-wing softies and their EU ways. This made me absolutely raw when he said, I was in the hairdressers this morning when I read this, and I had to explain to my hairdresser what I was laughing at. Stinking rich, how do you quantify that? I honestly, we are comfortably off financially, yes. I think, yeah, I don't think, by my parameters, I wouldn't call myself stinking rich, but by somebody else's I might be. It's a very subjective thing, isn't it? And we're comfortably off. We certainly have savings in the bank, not loads. We've still got a mortgage, and we're still, you know, running the house is expensive and that sort of thing, but yeah, we are comfortably off in comparison with, I don't know, the national norm, I suppose. I don't live in a gated community. I certainly don't live on a lake. Die-hard Tory with no time for left-wing softies and their EU ways. I don't get into politics on here. I can never see an upside of getting into politics, generally at all, really. It's such a polarising issue, isn't it? But I think it's fair to say that my politics are right-wing, yes. And let's just leave it there, shall we? JillJames.165 says, never assume, I only base on what I know. I know you're very kind, giving and helpful. You have given your advice and time to me. Thank you, Jill. That's very kind of you to say that. I really appreciate that, and I hope my advice and time was useful. Ruth Hodges says, I assume you're rather fond of candles. Yeah, just a little bit. Dawn XX48XX says, I assume you have a great sense of humour and also do not suffer fools gladly. Yeah, I laugh a lot. I have a very dry sense of humour, I think. Ashley and I have a very similar sense of humour, which is probably why we're still married nearly 25 years. So yeah, I think I do have a good sense of humour. Again, it's subjective, isn't it? Who knows? Vanessa, SW Diamond member, says, I think you would be a great friend to have. That's very nice. Thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate that. Barley Lynn says, I assume you have a happy, fun life. Yeah, I hate the word blessed, but yes, I am. I do. That'll be the phone. And I'm back. Where was I? I assume you have a happy, fun life. Yes, I think I do. I make an effort to do fun things and to appreciate my life. I think if you appreciate what you've got, and, you know, I don't want to get too deep, but yes, I do feel like I have a happy and fun life, both of those things. And I think every day's a gift, isn't it? Every day is, you know, a day closer to when we're not going to be here anymore, and those around us aren't going to be here anymore, and you just have to make the most of life, don't you? And I feel like that is what I tried to do. Honest Mum's Thoughts says, I think your bank account has £5 plus in it. Yeah, it does. I would hope that anybody, when they get to my age, has a bank account with more than £5 in it. Joe Jackson even, says, I think you like the finer things in life, maybe the odd designer handbag and purse, etc. Yeah, I would say I do. I think I do have a couple of designer handbags. I bought myself a Chanel handbag for my 40th birthday. That was the last designer handbag I bought. I wouldn't go and spend the best part of £1,000 on a handbag ever again, I don't think. Not that I regret having done so. I was very happy when I went to Selfridges and went to the Chanel boutique and bought my handbag. It was a lovely day and it felt special and it was really nice, and I love that handbag, and when I get it out it has happy memories and I use it only for special occasions and all that sort of thing. But you can't keep replicating that special buzz if you keep buying more of the things you don't get it anymore, and I don't feel I get that, so I wouldn't buy another really expensive handbag. Raymond Slocum says, are you a member of CA Candles Anonymous? No, but I definitely should be. Everything is Better with Tea says, I assume you'd rather live where it's sunny than in a rainy climate. Does that mean you'd like to move to a warmer climate one day? I may have been watching a little too much Escape to the Continent. I don't I actually quite like the change of seasons. I like there being like we have in this country, I like there to be a good differential between winter and summer. I like the darker evenings in the winter and being cosy, and I love the long days and the heat in the summer. I don't think we get the best summers in this country, and I'm lucky enough to be able to travel abroad a few times a year and get the sunshine that way. I would hate not to have any sunshine at all. I don't think I'd want to live anywhere else. Although that having been said, I did at one time hanker to move abroad. If I was in a situation as we get older and my parents are no longer with us and Ashley's mother is no longer with us, and if William moved abroad, depending on like, if he went to Australia or something, I would consider moving. And there were grandchildren involved and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's something that I would consider. But who knows what the future has? Who knows what the future has in store for us? So finally, Sue Hogan says, I assume that you love your work and candles. Absolutely spot on, so you are quite right there. That was very fun. Thank you to all the people who left assumptions. You were all very kind, apart from Reseller Junkie, who was very rude. Anyway, I'm going to go and drink my margarita, and I'll probably speak to you in the morning then. Good morning, it's Friday. We got to the end of the week. It's cold. Cold and cloudy and a bit damp and not that nice. Day didn't start well this morning at Matthew's Towers. We Ashley and I had a bit of a row over something very minor, but neither of us would give in. We were both just in that mood, and yeah, words were had. Anyway, it will all blow over. It'll be over by the time he gets home from work, I'm sure. Joys of being married for 25 years. I said that in the segment last night, didn't I? In fact, I was only saying how well we got on our sense of humour, wasn't I? Yes. Not so much this morning. Very much a sense of humour bypass this morning. I was going to tell you a bit of a strange story about an eBay buyer this week. I had a missed call on my mobile one day from an unknown mobile number, and then again the next day. I don't tend to answer unknown numbers on my phone anymore. I just let them ring out, but because this one rang twice, I texted them and said I don't pick up unknown numbers. If you need to speak to me, please could you send me a text message, let me know who you are. Anyway, I then had a text message from this number saying, I've seen your duvet set that you've got for sale on eBay, but I don't have an eBay account, and I live in Plymouth. Now, Plymouth is about 40 miles away, for context, and I'd like to come and collect it and give you cash, and what would be your very best price? Now, here's the thing. Why would you be browsing through eBay if you don't have an eBay account? 2, you don't actually need an eBay account to purchase, or a PayPal account. You can purchase as a guest and pay with a credit card. 3, it hasn't got best offer on it, so why are you asking me about my best price? And 4, does it say that you can come and collect it at my house? So, those 4 points aside, I am a little bit wary because I do YouTube, and because on my eBay business account you have to show your address. I do get a little bit wary of things like that. I think just from a personal security point of view, security of my family, you know, there's a lot of nutters out there in the world. I'm not suggesting this woman was a nutter, but you know, it makes sense to be careful, doesn't it? Anyway, I just text back and I said you don't need an eBay account to purchase through eBay. You can check out as a guest and pay with a credit card, and I don't offer collection as an option, I'm afraid. Anyway, needless to say, she didn't buy it. I mean, I suppose, but I just found it odd that you'd be looking at stuff on eBay. Also, how much is it going to cost her to drive here? It's 40 miles there and 40 miles back. It just all struck me as very odd. and I hate the whole collection thing. As you know, the guy didn't turn up the other night to look at the furniture, and that was a pain, and oh god. Friday afternoon, just had lunch. It's 2:05. I've been editing this video, and I think I've probably got enough footage. There was just one thing I wanted to finish off with. I had another question on, or assumption on my assumptions post, I think, from Red Poppy Row, and she says, "Hi Caroline, here goes. You don't like spiders." No, I'm not scared of spiders at all. I really genuinely don't mind spiders. I wouldn't want, you know, a big giant hairy tarantula type thing on me, but spiders don't particularly faze me. You are spontaneous, very creative and crafty. Absolutely not crafty at all in any way, shape or form. I'm not very spontaneous either. I kind of like to be more spontaneous. I'm very much a planning person, but have the occasional moment of spontaneity, but not as much as I'd really like. I don't consider myself particularly creative. I was crap at art at school, absolutely crap. And the only bit of what I would call creativity I do is creating YouTube videos, editing and putting the graphics on and all that sort of thing, which I guess is a type of creativity, isn't it? You are willing to try anything once. Most things, yes, I would give a go. Don't think I want to go mountain climbing or base jumping or anything like that, but yeah, most things I'll try. You do cry or tear up easily at little things that aren't really significant. Yeah, I'm quite a crier. That's absolutely spot on. Or when you read a good book or movie. Yeah, that's me. You have a great sense of humour and you love fashion, beauty and thrifting. Yes, to all of those, and I hope I have a great sense of humour. Candles make you happy and are calming. Yes, absolutely. Your family is most important. Yes, absolutely. You cherish your friendships. Very much so. You are fun to be around. I hope so. And most importantly, you make a great drink. Drink a great drink. I don't think I'm a great... My husband is the cocktail maker in the family, really. He invents different cocktails and makes all sorts of nice things. I'm not so much, although I probably could if pushed. I like to have my cocktails made for me, I guess is what I'm really saying. And that's it. So thank you very much for that, Red Poppy Row. Right, I hope everybody has a lovely weekend, or by the time you see this are having a lovely weekend. I'm so excited. I've just had a text from Will to say he's on the train, on his way home. So looking forward to spending the weekend with him. And yeah, have a great weekend. I'll see you again on Wednesday with a Yours Clothing haul and try on, so look out for that. And I'll see you again next Sunday for another weekly vlog. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away.